All right, so step 2 of my journey, believe it or not, I know you guys are thinking food, but it really isn't. It was sleep. So, lots of times, if we aren't sleeping, how it was explained to me is it's like a washing machine that turns on, but you stop it in mid-cycle and you interrupt the whole process of cleaning. For your brain to flush out everything that it had accumulated, you need sleep in order for that to happen. So, for me personally, I've always gone to sleep at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And it's interestingly enough because that's actually when it is the quietest around me. And so, I'll watch a movie. Because it feels safe, my body chose it. However, it was counterintuitive because I would not get that washing machine cycle in its full capacity and wash out the thoughts and brains. I hardly ever dreamt. I dreamt when I was younger because I had more sleep, because when you're younger, nobody's pushing you to get up out of bed. But when you're older and you're a parent, then you have to get up. You have to do stuff. You have to take care of the kids. You have to get a job. You have to go work. And all that requires getting up at a certain time and not getting that, full sleep and rest. So here's some other issues besides going to sleep, which I was told 9 to 10 hours. I probably haven't slept 9 to 10 hours in my entire life. When I was told that I probably should go to sleep like at 9 o'clock, I was like, what in the good grief Charlie Brown hour is that? Like, I'm barely sitting down at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. And so to find out that that's when I'm supposed to be, going to bed, I found a middle ground, which is 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock. So I lean heavy more on the 11 o'clock, which is, the more sleep you can get, the better. But I also was having a hard time because my wonderful husband likes to sleep with a fan and light. I cannot sleep like that. I need complete darkness and silence. So how was that even going to happen? So even my sleep was being compromised by elements that did not make me feel safe. So what do? I researched some more opportunities. So I listen to brown noise, and there's lots of different kinds of noises out there, green, white. None of those other ones work for me because the decibel levels are bizarre and weird and mess with my mental state. But I've noticed that brown noise really works for me. And so I like the brown noise because it cancels out my husband's fan. If you're not sleeping, you're most likely irritable. You're most likely not, you got decision fatigue. You're not able to think. You're not able to manage your feelings and how you're seeing things. You're reactory. Because I found these were all things that I was. Once I started getting healthy sleep, it was a whole different world for sure for me. I couldn't believe the drastic change that was happening because I was just taking the time to sleep. So I also sleep with a mask on because I found out that my eyelids are very transparent and they'll pick up anything. So when I sleep with I actually had to try out a few masks. One was too heavy and it made me feel like I was trapped. Another one, the buckle on the sides to cinch it up was hurting the side of my head. So it did take me a couple of times to find the right mask, and if you want, I will leave that information in the comments. But yeah, sleep. If you're not getting sleep, that was step 2, then you aren't processing thoughts. You're not resting. You're not giving your body the ability to feel safe. Because if you're hyper vigilant like I was, you're not able to even turn that hypervigilance off, no matter how hard you try, no matter how rested you think you're getting during the day or taking a nap or whatever. You can't turn off your hypervigilance if you don't sleep. So hopefully this helps you. Hopefully you start, I know it feels like a sacrifice, but I tell you right now, your life will change if you sleep. Put your phone across the side of the room, across the room, so you don't pick it up. Don't do any blue light before bed. Don't eat heavy before bed. Listen to music, read a book, let your mind turn off. And there you go. Hopefully that information helps you. And yeah. And I will meet you next time for step 3.